imagine so.
What's that ability you're using, Mark? Is that like bloodlet or something?
Blood Drinker.
Blood drinker. Is there a reason you pull with that ability? Because doesn't it heal you?
It does heal me. I pulled because it's ranged. And I think it generates more aggro than just dotting it up does.
Gotcha.
And I like to use it before I'm using Dancing Rune Weapon if I'm going to be using that, because Dancing Rune Weapon doesn't help it any. But I still want to get it in.
Gotcha.
And it's also a use on cooldown thing.
Like no matter what.
Yeah, unless you're going to get interrupted or you need to do something else. It's a good source of damage.
Fibs or Ceta, who wants it?
I need to fix my talents. I'm bad.
Doesn't matter to me.
Does anybody have a spare tome on them for Haman?
I might.
I guess 8:27. If you guys want to go refill your beverage or use the restroom right quick, go for it.
Or get 3 more tokens that you forgot to get earlier.
Yes, go do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a full raid tonight. Joe's hopping on. Let's get someone for Cisco.
I have to leave
Yeah.
early.
Boo.
What's wrong?
I have to leave early for work. I'm sorry, Papa.
Side.
Yeah, so I watched the Kill Jaden fight, and that sounds like a shit show.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
So about that Final Fantasy 14.
Mostly I'm not looking forward to the vertigo of the background spinning.
Like Maw of Souls. Oh, hell yeah.
Sort of like that, but more like the blue dragon in Wrath.
Just do the fight in VR.
Candidate, you're still going to summon.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Patamon.
Apparently,
And-
if you go through a portal, my little druid hearth trick no longer works.
Yeah, Abe is ready.
I got a lifelike mechanical toad.
Click, please. Yeah, Kruger, I'm looking at your shaman's gear at 894 eye level. You have your last gold trait. And you have 2-piece. That's good enough, man. If you want to go on the roster, you totally can do it. So you could definitely use a shaman healer.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Since you signed up on the thread already, I'm just gonna assume you already know what that entails and all that stuff. I will officially add you to the roster. All right, it's 8:30. Let's get everyone in here. Where the hell's Abe? Twiddling his thumbs with his pups.
No, I am actually here. I just need to summon. Had to go back to Dalaran really quick.
I am here, but I need a summon.
All right, that's it. I'm done again. I'm off for another 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not fucking dealing with this.
I wasn't signing at you.
No, I'm not. Look at the fucking chat.
Oh, you want that one? Is that one of the new ones?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's best in slot.
It's been
Makes you-
best in slot for the entire fucking time.
If it makes you feel better, you probably should be playing Frost anyway.
I don't want to play Frost. I've got my loot spec to Arcane.
Yeah, Arcane's actually pretty fun. You just have to go pretty much Mastery Versatility or Mastery Crit. Mastery by far and far is your best stat.
All right, guys. 8:31. Let's go ahead and drop our cauldron and feasts. Arsa's got the cauldron. Cauldron's down. It's group 1 and 2. Chug 1. Take a second.
I'll drop these.
Isn't that
Air.
not? We're gonna need extras.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
got-
Need an extra
I
one.
got 3 cauldrons, don't worry.
Okay.
Looks like. Why is the feast in the air?
The cauldron has 2.
What the hell?
But the lockbox isn't.
All right, guys.
The Axis are not exactly friends.
They might have actually did that just for looking for a safety sake.
All right, guys.
That's why
Get
I
ready.
think
I didn't get a cauldron, guys.
We're in Tomb of Sargeras now. All new stuff. We're gonna be in here for quite a while. I mean, I think how long did it take us to clear Heroic Nighthold? Like a month and a half. Like, it didn't take long at all, and then we were able to actually start doing Mythic or like clearing regularly and all that good stuff. So we're now at the start of a new tier, all sorts of new stuff. Gonna get some Narayan and Jinsheng in here full time. That'd be fantastic. And yeah, all new bosses. And I believe this one is Haman.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do a Reddit check here for explanation, but not a poll. Oh yeah, I got Fibs, your master leader. All right, everyone's here. Take it away, Haman.
We're going to take him about where he is because why not? If you are ranged, look at that circle that we're facing. We want to be loosely clumped towards the center, even spread around the 4 quadrants if you imagine the whole room being 4 quadrants. Because we want spikes to appear there. If you get targeted with a green arrow, you are running so the spikes are between you and the boss. You want as many spikes as possible between you and the boss, but not all of them. 2 or 3. 2 or 3 is good. If you're the tank, tanks are swapping on the bad debuff and running away from people. Ranged, if you get another debuff and green swirlies at your feet, run away from the center, get out, do not kill people, do not kill spikes. Finally, there is an ability that he does that everybody has to run away from and hide behind a spike for. Hopefully DBM yells at you for the appropriate names. I don't have them off the top of my head. I can look them up if you need me to.
That one you're talking about is Infernal Burning, and Bigwigs makes a beep.
Yes, it's Infernal Burning.
I'm sure we get the point.
I think I got that in Mexico once.
Any questions about what anybody's doing? Melee, you're just going to beat his ass and run away when you need to and not get hit when you need to not get hit.
Yeah, make sure when you see a green arrow and it's not you being picked, don't be in the way of the bowling ball coming at you. The Ceto ball. I'm going to call it the Ceto ball because he's a bowler.
Isn't that the red arrow?
It's
Oh,
green
and
arrow
one
this time.
final thing for Fell Eruption. If you look at the corners of the room, you're going to see these green almost puddles. Every so often one of them is going to start to bubble, and then there's going to be slime in that corner. Don't stand in it.
That's kind of why we don't want to
Any
have all the spikes
questions
in
at
one
all?
clump area.
Yes, most of these mechanics are going to be very familiar. You just haven't seen them in this room.
Yeah, this is a single target fight, Imbo. Not sure if I answered your question earlier. Here's a real ready check. Answer flasks in your food buffs. We got some people missing flasks. Yeah, we got 23 tonight, so our cauldrons are not going to be able to double up. All right, Oladra, whenever you're ready.
You guys know what a new raid tier means, right?
New
Tank of my
puns?
PR.
New puns.
Terrible jokes.
Do we get new songs for each boss too? Like the
Oh,
fight that
there's
she'll
just
be coming around the
offline.
fountain?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New memories.
No.
Everything.
No.
Ledra is offline, by the way.
Okay, we'll give him a minute here.
And Bev, you're the only ret paladin, right?
Well, it looks that way, yeah.
Only one left.
Yeah. If you want, you can actually give wisdom to another healer. I'm pretty good on mana.
Alright. Who needs it the most? Cost
Default's
is-
always Makasi.
Let's send her and goes disc.
Ledra is back online.
And
Yeah,
Red does have
Oladra, if you're
as
talking,
well.
I can hear you.
I just lighten up, but I don't hear anything either.
Just let us know you're ready to go.
You said in plus G, yes?
All right, cool. We're good to go. Let's give it a whirl.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We bloodlust at the start, right?
Yep.
Yeah, those green circles, just don't let them hit a pillar or a person. And that's as far as you need to go with them. Oh, Morgan's bad.
Yep.
Be aware of where those spikes are in relation to you.
Find shelter.
Run behind the spikes.
Everybody behind pillar, everybody.
Backward, see if you can get him back in place.
Will do.
It's called Shattering Star, is the thing you want to put behind, or have a pillar dodge, or whatever. Infernal Burning in 5. Get ready to hide behind the pillar, everybody.
2, 1.
Hide behind the pillar, everybody, everybody.
Burn the fires of my torment!
Alright, everybody towards the middle again. So this is the fight, just this over and over.
Smash you to pieces!
Turning him around.
Hold still!
Get ready to hide behind a pillar with Infernal Burning.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody behind a pillar.
Find shelter.
Burn the fires of my torment!
We may need the boss position towards the middle a little bit. We got pillars way in the back.
Smash you to pieces.
Some in the center.
Yep, we're good now.
Does he do a tail swipe? I haven't heard anything about it.
Doesn't matter.
My understanding does that. Everybody behind the pillar, behind the pillar, behind the pillar.
Fires of my torment.
I was so behind.
Come on down.
Let's get him up.
On the north side of the room.
Oh my.
Are you back up, Hamon?
Yes.
Pathetic mortal.
Shattering Star, Infernal Burning. Yep, everybody behind the pillar.
Burn the fires of my torment. Flatten you.
Second potions.
Pummel you to dust. Stay where you are. Another foe felled.
Get ready to hide, burning soon.
4, 3, 2, 1. Find shelter.
Burning, burning.
Burn the fires of my torment.
Run out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run out.
3, 2,
Come on down again.
you to pieces.
Get
Range,
up,
if we
Adam.
can, hang out more towards the center.
That's one shot, guys.
Awesome.
Even half the raid fucking time.
Realm first, world first. Congratulations.
Guild first.
I am ass apparently at seeing those spikes coming out of the ground.
They're
I know,
hard to
I
see.
had a real hard time.
I got hit by 2 at once.
Anybody else think it's kind of a cruel joke to make the quest item a legendary?
The echo
Yes.
of the guardian
I was like,
echoing ears,
oh.
just as she did in the cathedral.
Hey, heroic Titan forged. That's okay.
Oh, that's a nice life relic.
So this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna see where people figure out where to go next, because I already know.
Hordes now bar your way. Each seal can only be opened with one of the pillars of creation. Be warned.
I guess toward the
demons
quest.
will stop at nothing
Nope.
to prevent your advance.
The quest giver's the skip.
Sense one of the Legion's masters working to reanimate the avatar of Sargeras. Should kill Jaden and fuse that husk with the Dark Titan's.
So we get 4 writhing essences per guy. That's kind of crappy.
Then we have no time to lose.
Guess there's a lot of other ways to get it though.
Heroes,
You get it from emissary caches.
use the pillars of creation to bypass
Just not
all
the
these
ones I
wars
stockpiled from
before
last
the
week.
Legion claims
Nope.
the avatar.
I found that out too. I only had one stockpiled, so it wasn't that bad. You have to like have turned them in today for them to qualify for the Writhing Essence shit.
There you
Only
go.
getting 4
Cockroach.
boss is kind of weak.
We do get to use the pillars of creation.
King's honor, friend. Safe travels.
Wow, that relic, actually, fell relic went minor.
I did off spec. Didn't think I would get it though.
You know what to trinket him on?
Not really. There's another one I want more.
Going upstairs. Where we're going?
Nope.
That's the next boss. It's right there on the map.
Watcher in the
It's,
way.
if you guys follow, look where I'm at. We drop down.
Well, that's totally obvious.
Oh wait, hang on. Do we kill demonic? No, demonic inquisition. Yeah, sorry. This is the third boss. Derp.
And
I'm gonna
actually,
see
from
if
here
we-
you can choose any of 3 paths from here, and the next 3 bosses are in any order you want.
Yeah, so
Actually,
now.
I'm not.
Yeah, they all branch off. You can do any.
Yeah, but to the right, the door's closed.
Oh boy, we get to assault a temple and go through the sewers. What does that feel like?
His name is Rez.
Ah, crap. Didn't see that res, dude.
Rez,
Wow,
please.
I think he needs to be turned around.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I didn't win that belt that I rolled for, as I apparently bonus rolled it. And I didn't pay attention that I bonus rolled it.
I think he just missed me with that breath by like a millimeter.
Bring out your dead.
Sorry. Didn't have the camera turned up enough.
Was there somebody who needed a summon?
Whoever's talking, you're real quiet. Barebones.
Joe, did you leave to go get coins?
No, because I didn't get
Well, if you want, go get them.
Yeah, I got one more trash full, so make it quick.
Admit that I am right. Break the body, and the spirit follows.
I got a portal jump.
You can banish one of these.
Mental anguish is the true weapon. Was it not the key to turning Rakis?
Nope.
I don't think so.
There we go.
It was the suffering I inflicted, which
Oh god, they got cutters.
Cutters.
failed again.
And they stun for 7 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna flip my shit if no one of these demons does a Superman charge in this entire instance.
They need a Superman charge. They need to give me a glyph that lets me Superman charge.
I'm gonna be pissed. Will Blizzard ban me if I make it so that the sound effect for Blink is the instant transmission noise from Dragon Ball Z?
I don't think they would ban you for manipulating the noises, but you never know.
I know with people actually manipulating the
I know models are a
form
big
of
deal.
druids, like where they actually had to make it look like the tiger boss from Zul'Gurub.
Oh, good times. Then they ended up putting a glyph or something, or an item or something like that in Warlords, right? Or it could be a Catman.
Just made you like caster form, but blue and sparkly. And I honestly think if you use that form, you should lose DPS, because if you're not being a chicken, why even play Moonkin? Cluck up.
Who's the explainer?
This one's mine. You all ready?
Only 2 or 3 tanking it.
I think you have to 2 tank it. I think the 3 tank strat was knocked out. So
Yeah, they fixed that.
So 2 targets, both of them will be active the entire time. You only have to actively tank Atragan. Balak just kind of stands there. Melee should be on Balak. He needs to be interrupted, so there has to be an interrupt rotation, at least 3 people. And then for each of those 3 people, we need to have 1 backup, because everyone's going to have a little bar at the bottom of the screen filling up with torment. You're getting torment from a bunch of unavoidable stuff and almost everything you can avoid. It does nothing on itself until you reach, or unless you reach 100%. If you reach 100%, you basically become useless. Melee or range DPS can't hit. Healers have a big heal reduction, and tanks get 1 shot. So you need, in order to clear it, you have an extra action button. Clicking the extra action button teleports you to a new zone where there's 1 ad waiting. Attacking the ad drops little blue spheres on the ground that you pick up and clear your debuff.
You only need like 3 of those spheres to be able to leave.
Yeah, each one's about 35%. So even if you're full, 3 of them should fill you up. When we're out here, ranged needs to stay spread, and we need to not be right where we're standing. I believe we teleport back from the cage right around here. You have to move right away, because if you get the void zone debuff that range is going to get, and you drop it right where everyone spawns in, then they spawn into a void zone that slows them and they get pissed. So range spread out. When you get the void zone on you, stay away from everybody. Once it gets on the ground, move out of it as fast as you can. And the next big thing is each of the 2 bosses will have 1 little AoE ability. Balak does a little Fel Nova, and Atragan does this bone saw thing. When they're spinning and when they're doing that Nova, you cannot attack them. You will gain torment very quickly, so you have to switch targets.
Do you know how often they spin?
No, they don't spin at the same time, and so only one does it at a time. And when you tank, you can't not tank them on top of each other. Because when they start spinning, melee will just get wrecked. So you tank them a little bit apart from each other, and when Atragan starts spinning, you can kite him away. You can basically just run away, and melee should be on Balak the entire time anyway. When Balak starts spinning, then melee jumps over to Atragan and stays away, and then goes right back so they can interrupt.
I put the interrupters up there. Imbev, Fibs, Brehan, those are 1, 2, and 3. Nargalos, your Imbev's backup. Joe, your Fibs is backup. Thugly, your Brehan's backup.
I think we have to do any tank swaps before spinning starts, or the tank's not going to have aggro and he's just going to spin into people.
Well, Atragan is the one you always actively tank. Balak never needs to be tanked, supposedly. The key is going into the cage. The mob in the cage will 1-shot DPS and heals. So the normal strat would be that when the tank needs to go in, when their torment gets high, the tank goes in first and calls who's going in. Then the first group of DPS and 1 healer goes in. Everyone DPS as everyone clears their debuff. The tank waits until he leaves last. Everyone else is done. The tank goes out, and then that's basically the tank swap is when they have to go in. The D is we can't all go in at once, because then we'll never do any DPS, and we'll be in there forever trying to get spheres. So we have to split up the group somehow in order to go into the cage in the proper time.
Well, the tank should just say when they're coming in and out, and the interrupters whenever you're going down.
You want to assign groups, or you just want to have people with their own, just judge on their own stacks?
Well, we'll just listen to the tanks, figure it out. I don't want to overcomplicate this because this is the second boss.
Yeah, so the big keys range, when you spawn back, do not stand at the same spot, stay away from the void zones, and do not attack them when they're spinning.
Yeah, your buttons are going to come up and go away. When you're at full corruption, whenever, then you'll see your button. That's really the tricky thing when I was doing this earlier, is just knowing like what's going on. Oh, there's my button. Okay, I got to go down. Or,
Can you go down before you're at full corruption?
No.
That was one thing that there was back and forth on the videos for.
I thought you could.
In normal mode, the button did not show up until I was at 100 corruption, and it did not show up again until I was at 0 corruption.
Yeah, I thought one of the strats was that a group went in early so that you could rotate people throughout, but I don't think it'll matter.
They probably fixed it.
If that's the case, then when make sure that the tank goes in first. Don't go in until the tank is in, and the tank has to come out last. Otherwise, the mob in there will one shot you.
So Haman, since you'll probably be tanking Atragan first, I guess do I do the cage first?
Haman will
You
have
can't
to.
volunteer go down to the cage apparently, so you're going to do the cage second. I'm tanking him first. I'll fill up first, and I'll go down first.
Okay, makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When do we blow this? Oh, there's the button.
At the start.
All right, so let's blow
Bloodlust.
They have a shared health pool, so.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. AOE incoming. Run out.
Switch targets.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. Interrupt 2.
Haman's going down.
Interrupt 3. 1.
Switch targets.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
TPS in the cage. Pick up those orbs.
Everybody did.
Interrupt 3.
What happened there? Yeah, it's wiped up.
AOE incoming.
Pangs of guilt.
Interrupt 1.
That's the thing that needs to be interrupted. So we can't have
Run out.
all the interrupters go down at once. I could not see my meter.
Yeah, it looks like unfortunately this fight we're going to have some coordination on this stuff.
Do not accept that, Morgan. Do not release. We will have a res.
AOE incoming.
It's a short run. It happens.
4, 3.
Now you can accept it.
And mistresses.
Can we not take them close by for cleave?
No, you do. They do have to be split. They can be tanked close by after. Oh, which one is it? After Atragan does his spinning. When he's done with that, they can be tanked together. But before that, they have to be split.
It's a pretty short time between them when they're both not spinning. So the boss would have to be constantly moving.
And one of the biggest things I've seen is Etrigan was doing the cleave cone thing, so he has to be faced away from the raid.
Yep, usually got him away. One time I thought the runaway spinning thing was coming, so I moved, but I don't know why he was faced so far to the left.
The spikes actually can target anybody, it looks like, because they targeted me at one point. So they
Okay, I feel better then.
They can target out. So if you see them, just dodge them. I don't think they hurt terribly bad. They didn't hurt me much.
Brihan's got a good question.
No, when Balak is spinning, you have to go over to Atragan. Because if you attack either of them when Balak is doing his fell, what's it called exactly? Fell Squall. When Balak does Fell Squall, you have to switch to target Atragan, because attacking him while he's doing that, you gain Torment very quickly. And the same with Atragan. When Atragan is doing his Bone Saw, attacking him, you gain Torment very quickly, so you have to switch targets. You attack the one that's not spinning.
When he's spinning, he won't do Pangs of Guilt, right?
The Pangs of... No, when Balak is doing Fell Squall, he won't do Pangs of Guilt. So, but as soon as he's done, he's going to do it pretty quick afterwards. So that's why you got to be watching and go back pretty quick.
And once you're clear of players, we want to dispel the players with the torment generating.
Yes, that is Echoing Anguish. If you get that, you need to move 8 yards away from everybody. So don't dispel it instantly. You got to wait when you get it, move away, and then let it get dispelled.
Otherwise, you explode and give everybody in that 8 yards a lot of torment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
And
looks like
also
we are
for-
going to need to coordinate who's going down when.
Or if it won't be more confusing, people can start to call it out. So, if 3 people have called out that they're going down, wait 20 or 30 seconds before you decide you're going down, because if 6, 7 people go down at once, it's going to get weird.
Yeah, the first interrupt group is in group 4. The second one is in group 5. So we can do groups 1 and 2, then 3 and 4, then 5.
The thing about being below is you're picking up the orbs to get out. If we've got 2 groups, if we got 10 people down there all trying to pick up these slow orbs, they're all going to be slow to get out.
Yeah, one thing I was thinking, we have 3 healers. Oh, we have 5 healers. Damn it, damn.
Yeah, we got 24 people.
I was thinking maybe 3 groups, and first tank goes down, first group goes down with 1 or 2 healers. He comes back, second tank goes down, the second group goes back, and then the third group, the first tank goes down again with. So the tank just calls out, I'm going down, and then we call group 1. Group 1 goes down.
From my understanding, we don't need an active healer down there, because even though the boss does do a good amount of damage, it should be able to be mitigated.
No, the healers need to clear themselves as well. So if you
I know.
all the healers go down at once, then we're kind of screwed.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let me switch some people around. So I'm moving folks around in these groups and whatnot. So we're gonna look at your groups. It'll be a group 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. But tanks, you're gonna have to be alternating every time. So groups 1 and 2 go down when you get at 50 corruption. 3 and 4 go down when you get 75, and then group 5 at 100. And just rinse and repeat at 100.
Oh, we do need to coordinate with the tanks. We can't go without a tank.
I'll go down at 50 then.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I say groups 1 and 2, 3, then 4, then 5, tanks are ignoring what I just said, and they're alternating. Whoever's going to go down first goes with 1 and 2. Whoever's down second goes with 3 and 4, and then that first tank goes down with group 5.
So Haman, you're going down at 50 stacks or 50 points.
Yeah, we can run it that way, or maybe a little more.
Okay, I think the important thing though is that we call when we're going down, because then our set of groups goes right after us, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
In fact, if I say I'm going down, then whoever is going down with me should give me a tick or 2 before they hit their buttons. Because if you show up before I show up, you may die.
Yeah, groups 1 and 2, whenever Mark goes down, you go down. Valcourt, you're going to go down at 75 corruption, give or take.
I don't know that we all gain corruption at the same rate, but
No,
we'll see.
you gain it by all the unavoidable stuff. The more you avoid, the less of the avoidable stuff, the more less you take.
And we do want to try and kind of hang out not at the edges, because that's where the people with the torment need to, or the debuff need to run.
Correct. Stay inside this inner circle.
Is it the edge or is it the single spot, like where the lockbox is?
When you get the echoing anguish, you need to run away from everybody. So running out works best. Just run away. So you're 8 yards away before you get dispelled.
All right, we're good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt.
Bloodlust.
Shockwave. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Switch to again.
Come on, going below.
All right, groups 1 and 2 go down in 2 seconds. Go down now.
Interrupt 2. Run out 4 hit points. Interrupt 3.
Switch targets. Group 1 and 2, listen when you're back.
Interrupt 1.
Pick up the balls.
Groups in the cage. You're not trying to kill the thing. Just grab the balls and get out.
Interrupt 2. Shockwave.
You guys out?
Come on, going up.
All right, Adam, go down.
Velcro going down.
All right, groups 3 and 4, go down.
Off Belak.
Those below, remember, we're not killing it. We're just trying to get out. So get your orbs and go.
How many orbs do you need to get out?
3. Just look at your bar, it'll disappear.
Interrupt.
Just gotta run him over. I don't have to click him or anything.
Correct.
Interrupt 2. 1.
You guys all
This is a
out?
wipe. That's a wipe. Of
Interrupt.
course, I need to move my fucking buttons around.
Somebody drop purple puddles on the return point.
I don't think we have a choice in those purple puddles.
Well, as soon as you teleport back, you need to run. You need to move away from that spot. Suppose the videos were saying everyone teleports back at the same spot, so we can't be dropping void zones there.
I think it's X, right?
Seemed about right.
So do we have healers spread out all over the room to dispel the echoing anguish or whatever it is? Or should we have like a place to drop them off? Because I went to drop it off and died horribly because I didn't get healed.
Yeah, you were out of range of my dispel, so I think it probably would be a great idea if we can kind of generate a half of the room for where we could go.
Yeah, we got 5 healers. All 5 of you should be like in a line across the room. Because everyone should be in that inner circle area there.
I ran to the left over here a little bit, you know, like over basically here and just fell down.
Is there a preferable way you want me to kite the melee guy when he's doing his spinny bullshit? Because he's following me.
Generally, just away from Belak.
He
Melee
moves
beyond
really
Belak.
fast. I have one decision point, and then he's going to be coming at me really fast.
As close as you can to the wall. On the left side.
Yeah, move just away from Belak, and then the range can move out of your way. Melee needs to stay on Belak. So.
Oh, can we also tank these guys like just a little bit closer? Like 45 yards is enough.
We'll give it a shot. We do get kicked around a little.
At least from the videos I saw, they weren't quite as spread as what we have over here.
Did you watch the one with Fat Boss?
I watched Fat Boss and a couple others. I usually saw them, you know, not like one side of the room, one or the other type of.
Yeah, the Fat Boss, the one that I watched, they only had 10 people though, so it's a bit different with us.
And we're going to need to go earlier than 50, Mark, because by the time you guys went down and then started to come back up, a bunch of us were at 100 corruption. So we'll just need to go down early to clear it.
Okay.
What's preventing a tank from staying down there for like a long time?
There's a debuff that they get, a constant stacking shadow damage debuff. They will die eventually.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what they changed to make the 3 tank strat not work anymore.
How long does it take? How long can someone reasonably stay down there for?
No idea. That's it.
Okay.
Do you think 1 tank can stay down for 2 cycles?
I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I want to make sure that everybody, for example, groups 1 and 2, get out before I hit anything, and I'll take a look at where my buffs are when that happens.
Generally, the tanks get
I get 3
faster,
really easy.
so they.
Yeah, and when you came out, Haman, I was already at almost 70 stacks. So, is there a way to dodge that side of this tank?
No.
I don't think there's no way. I don't think.
No, you get hit guaranteed, and you need to not let anyone else get hit by it.
Yeah, that's easy. It just I thought maybe there's a way I can dodge it myself.
You can dodge the spikes. You can't dodge the scythe.
Something I noticed about people in the cage: don't try and DPS the boss. It doesn't do any good. Just simply collect orbs and avoid the puddles on the ground. A lot of people were taking damage on the puddles on the ground.
You have to DPS the boss down there to spawn the orbs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to go hog wild on them.
Sorry, I thought the tank could do enough then. My bad.
Yeah, no, but what was happening was there was like clusters of orbs below and people were just DPSing and they tunneled on the boss. That doesn't do anything for winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have gone down there faster.
Yeah, you do want to hit it when you're down there, but get your corruption removed.
Yeah, and Cisco, that's correct. It is not a blue orb. They're kind of red.
Yeah.
Orange, gold, white.
Yeah, it took me entirely too long to realize that.
And I think if one person hits it, everybody gets to clear. Because I only hit one of them, and I was at 0.
I was only at 65 when I went in. You may have been really lower than me. I was
at 100 when I went down. I hit one orb, and I was at 0. All right, Dom, whenever you're ready, we're good to go.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Cleared.
Interrupt 1.
Mark, you probably want to go down now.
Yeah, I'm watching. Hold on. Mon's going down.
Oh, I did forget one thing. Groups 1 and 2 go down.
Yeah, you guys are still DPSing Belek, or yeah, at least the mirrors are.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. 1. Interrupt 1.
Clear the cage.
All right, groups 3 and 4 get ready to go down.
I need to go down.
You can go down.
Falcor going down.
Interrupt 3.
That's a wipe.
Interrupt 1.
So there is another thing that we forgot about: calcified quills. If you get calcified quills, do not move. You have to stay put. Everyone else needs to move away from you, because that little wedge that just killed Cenarion right there, that attack coming from Atrigan, we're not going to know where it's going to go. So if you have calcified quills, everyone needs to get away from you.
Interrupt 2.
Is that one of the shared damage abilities?
That's the spikes that shoot up out of the ground. That one right there.
That just killed Adam.
He just cast it on me.
DBM also presents a list of everybody's torment levels.
I'm going to do, let's just do 2 groups going down. Like group 1 going down, then group 2 going down, and then cycle back and forth instead of trying to do 3 groups.
1, 2, and 5 then?
We need more than 5. We have 24 people.
5 what?
Groups 1, 2, and 5.
I know. I'll do groups 1, 3, and 5 go down together. Groups 2, 4, and 6 go down together. But let me organize correctly here.
I mean, honestly, what we need is to make sure healers go down, but can we say top 5 tormented people go down?
No, because everyone's going to get differently.
But their DBM's got a list of the top.
This is down if you need it.
I mean, if you want to call out the top 5 people to go down, then go right ahead.
Okay.
All right, let's try that.
waste my time, lesser creature.
I think the only tricky thing then is that when one tank goes down, the other one needs to be up. And when the below tank comes
Yeah,
up, the top tank needs to go down. That's the
that's
taunt
a
spot,
given,
probably.
Yep.
So as soon as the mon goes up, I need to just go down, no matter
Correct.
what's it. Okay.
Well, you can
Alright.
let me taunt the boss and then you can go down.
Yep.
The stacks of Tormenting Burst from Belak, that's just unavoidable raid-wide damage, yeah?
Yeah, there's a bunch of unavoidable stuff that starts stacking up too.
Okay, I just saw the stacks clicking up and DBM yelling about it, and I was wondering if there's anything we can do.
Say it's groups 1 and 2 going in first.
No, we're going to do the marksman call out, top people to go down.
2, 1.
How much
Interrupt.
Sorry about that. Press wrong button.
Interrupt team. Interrupt.
Remember, we get quills, stand still. Everyone get out of that person's way.
Interrupt 1. Shockwave.
Switch targets.
Don't swap. Joe King, Brihan, Norgalis, Fibs, go. Inbiv, go.
Interrupt 2.
Pyro, go.
Interrupt 3.
Switch to
Clear
belly.
the cage.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Joe, you didn't leave. You gotta leave earlier. Velcourt, swap.
Interrupt 3.
I need to leave.
Going down.
Ooh, I'm on down. Sorry, what was that, Joe?
What did you say I needed to do?
You gotta leave the cage.
Oh, okay.
Little button.
As soon as your button lights up, hit it. Then
Yeah,
your
when you're
terminal
down
will
at
be
the
gone.
bottom, it is not a DPS race. The only race is picking up orbs and getting the hell out of there. If there are no orbs, you have to do some damage.
Interrupt 4.
And when I call for a clear cage, it's so the tanks can swap and then we can get more people down.
Interrupt 3.
I got a soul stun on register, so you don't release.
It's not that far around, it don't really matter.
Can we call the interrupt rotation? We lose track when we go down.
Sure.
The way we usually do it is just say, you know, whoever's got the next, say, you know, Fibby's got next. That way, no, someone's got it covered.
At least because the healer's released.
You rest me, I rest you.
You know what this fight needs? One more mechanic.
Shadow crashes
Yeah.
with a ledge that you can die from.
I can't wait till I get till
suffocating disc.
Ooh,
I can't wait
know.
till we get to Desolate Host for Sundering Doom and Doomed Sundering.
What there
for
should be
stacking
in this
collapsing.
this circle in the middle is perfect for cutter beam. I think that's what this fight needs.
Some cutter beams, quad cutter beams.
Absolutely.
Independently rotating around the edge of the circle.
Also, Valcourt needs to be in a giant robot.
Yes.
But that's every boss fight, really.
I miss the giant robot. I don't miss the planning that one fight with all the little the little robots all around the room where you had to like mark them all. And
Dark Animus?
everybody had to, yeah, Dark Animus. I hate that one so much.
The one that Google decided to make a panoramic photo for me because I had screenshot.
Yeah,
a bunch of the
that was hilarious.
It needs a dispel ball to be passed around the raid.
Haman, can you give me a heads up? I'm attacking Belak. Can you give me a heads up when, like, a couple of seconds before you're going to go down, so I can get over and start attacking Atrigan, so I can taunt immediately?
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't think there's any advantage to be gained from smacking Belak instead of Atrigan aside from not accidentally pulling aggro.
Well, Belak, I was there just for backup interrupts and stuff.
All right.
Check out the where X is. Do not be near X at all,
Don't hang out
ever.
there.
'Cause that's where people come up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
Fellows, thank you.
AOE incoming. Run out. Interrupt 2.
Valakord, head over.
Interrupt 3.
Come on, going down. Root Rooster, Seraphim, Barebones, Gnome Hunter, go below. Fibs, Ugly. Arch, Pyro. And Brehon, get down. And then clear it.
Interrupt 1.
From the darkness. Surrender your will to urge.
Tank swapping.
Interrupt 2.
You can go down, Valakord.
He's spinning.
Yeah, but I taunted him. Joe King, Ginsburg, Padamon, Cedo, go.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 3. Shockwave. Interrupt 1.
Jing Shen, Barebones, go.
Run out.
Resistance will only bring
Root Rooster.
Let me know when it's clear, guys.
AOE incoming.
Think I need to get out?
Clear the cage.
Out.
Interrupt 2. 4. 3.
Coming out.
2. 1.
Taunted.
Come on, going down. Magical, Cinder, and Joe King, Len Refney, go.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Shockwave.
Alright, let's go wipe it up. Oh, we're getting better. We do need some healer spread because where my position was, I never got dispelled and I fell over. I don't think a healer was near me, and I had nowhere else to go.
Clear the cage, get out.
Oh, we're wiping. Let's wipe it up.
Yeah, but I want to get a res off. Or I can just leave them dead
I got a
here, that's
res.
fine too.
If you die in the cage, you,
I got
you
Abe,
go back.
Abe got a rest.
It's okay, I got a brazier now.
It's a break time anyway, so.
Dispels are super important. You get a whole bunch of extra torment you don't need if you just stuck with the debuff the whole time.
Interrupt 3.
respite from the darkness. Surrender your will.
Who will the brazier pick?
AOE incoming.
Mortal.
Making progress, we're getting there. I think, come on, that the only time we ever need to call out who needs to go down is at the beginning, and then people can just go down on their own.
Master has him down.
Which is fine as long as people do go down, because it seems like there's some people that aren't going down and they're capping out or getting close to capping out torment, and they're just doing their thing and not
We
doing
gotta
mechanics.
be careful that we don't get into a constant rotating door of people going down, though, because the tanks will never have a good spot to get out.
Well, you call about maybe 2-3 seconds before you get out, and then everybody else gets out.
Yeah, that's why I call to clear the cage. Clearing the cage means you go up, everybody get up, and then we can tank swap, and then people can start to go down again.
So we wait to leave until you call that. We don't leave when
No,
we...
no, no. You can leave as soon as you can. But if you've been hanging around for some reason and I call to clear the cage, it means get out of there and don't come down if I've called for a clear cage. Just wait for the next swap.
Yeah, maybe I'll count it down. Give 5
Well,
seconds
instead of
call
that,
or
just
something.
say, nobody come down. Because once you're able to leave the bottom, you should always leave the bottom. There's no reason to stay down there. Always leave the bottom. Just call out, telling people, hey, no one, don't come down. And it's a break time.
I'm gonna log off, log back on to update my add-ons.
For those who are still hanging, it's it's difficult. I mean, with the dispel, I've got an 8-second cooldown on that, and I'll get one off, and then I can't help anybody else. So we've got to make sure that everyone's running on their dispels and watching for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a healer, but it seems like it's a super high priority. That debuff hurts really, really bad. On top of causing a bunch of torment.
Yeah, it picks too, doesn't it? I mean, I see people with it; their health is just plummeting as they carry it.
Oh yeah, it really needs to be dispelled. Not immediately, but as soon as you see a person on the wall with a giant circle around them, yeah, they need to be dispelled.
Hopefully, you guys can put that debuff on your bars so you can see the people that get it quick.
You've got a centering grid.
Yeah, I can actually see when the debuffs goes out, but I can't actually tell unless I'm like constantly rotating around looking for people.
You should be able to put it on your bars. It's called whatever healing bars you have. It's called Echoing Anguish.
Correct, but I don't know when they're actually free and ready to be dispelled.
Give them 4 seconds and do it anyway. If people aren't getting out of the way, then we can fix that issue.
It just means more torment, less DPS. It's better than death. I like that idea. Just give them 4 seconds and get it off.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm seeing everyone move within 2 seconds. They're moving on the way out and getting to the edge. I haven't seen much of anybody hanging out yet. So,
and since we do have 5 healers, could we actually do a rotation of the healing cooldowns to actually when they are doing their get out of the way phase?
That's on you, yeah.
You mean their spin phase?
Yeah, their spin phase. Get it out of the way phase.
Yeah, when we have the burst that goes out against the entire raid, sure.
Yeah, because that's actually just so much healing to actually go through since it's 750,000 every 2 seconds.
That'll sting. Divine Hymns fast. You want me to go first on the first one? Sin goes first.
How much does he heal for?
Let's see here. We go all party array members within 40 yards for 400k over 6.7 seconds, and then an after effect. It's a fairly substantial raid wide.
Yeah, we could probably do that too. Also, your name is Dirty Elf Speak.
I know, because Grey Elf Sindarin was not available. Since we're dispelling after 4 seconds, if anyone can kind of group up on the same side, I'm going to do a mass dispel instead. Just try and catch another person if I can.
You kind of don't want to be stacked up either, because when you dispel it, it gives everyone who's in that circle 10 torment.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It also does like 2.5 million damage to anybody else.
Yeah, Mass Dispel's a 15 yards, so if 2 people can get close but not touching, that'll be helpful. Yeah, I don't want people stacking with it, just kind of getting the same basic area. That would be helpful if possible.
And remember, the circles can overlap. It's just circles can overlap a person.
Yeah, talking about a red white healing cooldown when they do the spin phases.
Cool.
I did post it for what it's going to be.
Click, please.
And that's for anybody that's missed it.
Do we have a healing channel for raids?
ABS heals.
Same as it always was. Okay, thanks.
Wait, ABS healers or heals?
Healers.
I was wrong.
Yeah, it's me, Adam, Brihan, Ginsberg, Techie, and Sindarian are in that channel. Oh, Makasi. So, like 3 actual healers.
I healed.
There's Abe.
Once.
Yeah, there's the Jeeves down, so go ahead and repair. Hey, Magical, you back, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so cool. You're so cool. You're a cool dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to Cauldron down. Everyone's back.
I'm cool.
Cauldron's down between the closet and the feast.
Groups 3 and 4 take a second, I guess. Or group 3. Fuck, whatever. Care about taking a second. We'll drop into one later.
I'm only taking one since I'm not gonna be here for the next.
All right, so we got healing cooldown. Do we have positions for where healers are going to be? So we got good dispelling.
AB's going to be up front, more toward the tanks for the most part, and melee.
All right, so switching targets, I don't think we're going to be able to call that for a while because there's a lot going on. So just make sure you guys know DPS when to switch targets. Obviously, when Atrigan is spinning, you want to go to Balak. When Balak is doing his green fire nonsense, you want to go to Atrigan. All right, this is a real ready check.
Okay, so the question I have with Etrigan, so all range are actually on him.
Well, most range are probably cleaving between the both of them because we can.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm going back and forth between the two constantly.
Oh, I just see with his debuff of Bone Scythe, where it plays 2 torment per second or per attack.
That's the tank. It's unavoidable in the tank. But the melee only need to go over to him when Balak is spinny. Technically, they can go over anytime they want, but we need the interrupters on Balak at all times.
Yeah, I start with Atrigan because Balak goes as fire first.
Yeah, okay.
All right, one's right. Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Running AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Shockwave.
Quills.
AOE incoming.
On swap.
Okay, Sin.
Choking, Thugly.
Go on him.
Norgalis, Root Rooster, and Brehon go below.
Quills.
Interrupt 2.
And McCuddy.
Off Atrigan.
Gnome Hunter, go. Pyro, go. Norgalis, you gotta go downstairs and get those orbs. Everybody get out. Don't go into the cage and clear it as soon as you can.
Interrupt 1.
Negative dispel.
Alright, Valkwood, I'm out.
Valkor going below.
Bonsal is covering melee.
Norgalis, you gotta get downstairs.
Off.
Cedo below.
Balak.
Choking below. Magiskull below.
Shockwave.
You don't call fibs because I need to go down.
I'm about to, yeah. Fibs, go. Patamon, go.
Okay, that's it for now.
AOE incoming.
Just get out.
Nobody go down yet.
Interrupt 1.
Get out, get out. Valkor's coming up.
Stay towards the mid. Don't be standing on red.
AOE incoming. Interrupt.
Right back, Valkor.
Yep.
Interrupt.
Unrefni, Ginsburg, Thugly, go.
That's a wipe. This red's dead.
Interrupt 2.
Okay, what's getting people killed? Well, who are just falling over? No interrupts or something? Or is it Pangs of Guilt that needs to be interrupted?
Yes. I got Echoing Anguish hits for 500k a second.
Well, Echoing Anguish is the debuff that needs to get dispelled.
Right.
So how are you guys? Is your torment stacking up so fast?
Some guys
Echoing
aren't
Anguish.
stopping attacking.
Yeah, attacking the one that's spinning and gets you so guys so fast.
That anguish does it too if it doesn't get dispelled. It
That's
stacks
true.
fast.
It does.
Don't you earn it when if you're inside that bubble too until you get out?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I barely even hit 50% by the time I died.
Yeah, I've had some attempts where I've barely gotten any torment, and I've had some attempts where I've gotten 2 full torment bars.
If you get hit by those quills, it freaking hurts bad too. That's like 25 or 30 points.
Not getting dispelled is pretty much cruise control to high torment.
I came out of the cage and those quills hit me as soon as I popped into the other world.
Cat turned off your computer. That's kind of adorable.
Sometimes my cats will try to sleep on the surge protector and hit the button on it and turn everything off on my desk.
Jeeves is still up.
So you gotta distract him with a cardboard box.
Well, they like the desk lamp on my desk too, so I put a little blanket under there and they lay under there like a lizard, soaking up heat.
You essentially made a display case for your cat.
Yep. But see, my PC fans blow out hot air below the PC, and that's where the surge protector is. That's why I like to lay back there too.
Should get like a 10-gallon aquarium with a heat lamp and a hot rock in there,
Oh, they'd love it.
for like actual lizards. Cold-blooded.
Cats are cold-blooded too, but more in the personality.
Arch and Barebone, do you have the legendary bracers?
I do. They're on.
Sin's back. Sorry, P break.
You should
You're on.
definitely use it on this fight, and roll unstable affliction on both.
Hey, one thought. Healers should not should go in before they get to 100. Otherwise, they're of no use to anybody, and there's healing that needs to go on down there. My recommendation is healers should go in prior to reaching their cap.
Yeah, and healers, you can probably call who's going down. All right, Morgan and Pyro, when you ready?
Nice
Ready.
magical.
Pyro was not ready.
Let's check out my mail armor.
All right, he's good.
5, 4, 3,
Oh my god, magical.
1. Interrupt 1. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2.
Quills people don't move. Quills don't move. You got to stay still if you have quills. You have to stay put, so we can move to you.
Interrupt 3.
Mon's going down.
AOE incoming.
Barebones, Cedo, Root Rooster, Pyro, Ginsburg, go.
Interrupt 1. Run out.
Quills, get out of his way.
Joe King, Thugly, go.
Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Joe King, Arch, Imbev.
Interrupt 2. 4.
You need me to spell first.
Clear the
Arch?
cage, everybody out if you're below, don't come down.
Adam, stop following me, please.
I've got
Adam,
it.
go below.
I was about to kill you.
I am below.
Saru, Arch, Patamon, Jingshin, go.
Interrupt 1. Shockwave.
Patamon, go.
Interrupt 2.
Makasi. Rihan, go.
Okay, no more. Okay, get out.
Shockwave.
Get out. Going up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Do not be standing on Red X.
Taunted, go below him.
Magical, Cedo, Barebones, Fibs.
Run out.
Off after again.
Interrupt 1.
Cinderin, go. Joe King, go. And Refney, go.
Interrupt 2.
Root Rooster, go.
Interrupt.
Olager, go. No
Quills
Munter,
people don't
Imbev,
move.
go.
Quills, you can't move.
Incoming. Interrupt 1.
Nobody else, clear the cage.
Run out.
Off Bellic.
Mon's going up.
Shockwave.
Quills incoming.
Valkyr can go.
Duckhort's going down.
Ugly, Imbev, Barebones, and Zero.
Interrupt 2.
Come on down.
2. 1.
Are you below?
Come on, dead.
I know. Are you down there or up top?
I'm up top.
Res him.
Interrupt 3.
Mon's res.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 1.
If it's going down,
Shockwave.
Just wipe it up.
Interrupt 2.
We're getting farther.
I don't like the calling it. I would say that if you're over 75, just go down or go below.
Well, we got to be careful because we can't have. If that's the case, there may be a time where all the interrupters go down or all the healers go down.
If the healers are spread out, I kind of feel like, as people have said earlier, either you get a lot or you don't, and that's going to naturally allow us to go down at the right intervals. I probably was on. I went down on the 4th interval.
Yeah, and I personally think going down at 100 is the way to go after like the first 30 seconds to a minute, because that means we're up top longer and putting more damage and killing them quicker.
So here's what I think is causing some problems: is all those circles are dropping all over everybody in the middle.
Yeah, the circles are definitely a big focus. If we can, if
Well,
range
the
can
purple
keep spread.
circles, yeah, the range needs to keep spread. Those purple circles, they pick 3 people to go on, no matter what. So those people are gonna get some torment, and you just got to move out. But really, the big thing too is people are still moving when they have etched quills or whatever it's called. Calcified quills. Yeah. If you have that, you just gotta stay put, and everyone else has to move to you. I know it's kind of crazy, but when people are trying to get out of the way of quills and you're moving, it's not helping. Because people are gonna have to get out of the way no matter what.
You can't avoid quills; they follow you, right?
Yep.
But how long do you have until actually the quills hit?
4 seconds, it looks like.
So is there a way that once you actually receive the notification to get quills to run to the left side, everybody runs to right?
I think I saw what you were doing, Abe. You're putting it to where there was no one behind you or in front of you. But I mean, that's a very rare one-off. We don't always want to do that.
Well, Atrigan's always in the northwest quadrant, right?
Ideally.
Okay.
Yeah, typically is either southwest or northwest.
Just feel like it might be easy for somebody like me to, I haven't tried it yet, but to blink the quills, over to the west where nobody is.
I mean, if you know that you can drop the quills where no one will get hit with it by moving, as soon as you do it, like if you are Johnny on the spot with it, then go ahead, I don't care.
But don't shuffle around in the middle of the room.
Yeah, like if you see where I'm standing right here, if I get quills, I'm not moving because my slow ass can't get anywhere. But if I'm like right here in front of Patamon, I get quills. Of course, I'm going to move this way because then, oh look, it's not going to hit anybody, assuming they stay still.
This is dumb, but could you put a portal over to the left and then just nobody go to that portal?
I don't want to rely on that. I'd rather just people stay put unless they know with absolute certainty they will not hit anybody by moving.
Actually, if people are in between him and Belloc, that's a problem. They need to move.
Yeah, I mean, if you have quills, I understand. And if you're on Balak and you get quills, just go to that altar behind them.
No, if you're standing between the other guy and Belloc, you have to move. If you have quills.
Yeah, so go to the altar. So you drop it away.
Yeah, just don't aim at melee and Balak.
All right, we're good. Let's give it a roll.
Every time you say his name, I think you're saying melee.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Agreed.
Interrupt 1. Shockwave. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Come on, it's going down.
On it.
That last quiz was an example of what not to do.
Interrupt 2. 4, 3, 2,
Switch targets.
1. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Shockwave.
Nobody else go down?
Interrupt.
Clear the cage.
Can I go down?
No. Pyro, get out of here.
I'm gonna be 100 soon. You need to hurry.
Go down.
Hurry up.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie going down.
Gotta wait till down.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. AOE incoming. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. Interrupt 2.
Dave is going in.
Okay, everybody get out.
Interrupt 3.
Coming up.
Money's res.
Switch to Atrigan.
I can't go below.
I can go back below. Taunt.
Do it.
Interrupt 1. 4. 3. 2.
Valkyrie's below.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. AOE incoming. Interrupt
Wrap it up.
1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt.
Yeah, this fight needs about 20 more mechanics. It'll be pretty easy, I think.
I feel like this is gonna get adjusted.
Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I get it, and we're getting better, but it's a little much for heroic.
I mean, he does drop tier gear, I know that. Drop tier helm.
I was looking around. The looting is ridiculous. Like you get like the helm and the legs, like the first two pieces. It looks like. Usually they like give you cloaks and shoulders and other garbage pieces.
Somebody pulled.
Interrupt 1.
Right out the door. Probably reset.
Yeah, they reset.
Who dares summon me?
It looks like we got people dying from Fell Squall, Bone Saw, Anguished Out something. Yeah, what's that? Anguished Outburst? Is that what it's called?
I think that's one of the unavoidable ones. Let me double check.
Yeah, that's unavoidable. Okay. So they typically might be dying when they get the 100 plus anguish outburst.
Why do I have the confess button now? We're not even in.
It's because someone pulled the boss and it initialized all that stuff.
Right. Hope it doesn't bug us.
Oh no, we're good. They got boss resetting like they disappear.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How much can you withstand?
Interrupt 1.
Don't stand there, X.
Nice spells.
Interrupt 2.
Clear the edges once you're done with your dispelling, please.
Yeah,
Don't
get back in the
drip
middle when
puddles
you're
out
done.
there.
Need to
Is
go.
there-
Come on, going down.
Counted.
4, 3, interrupt 2, 1.
First Revoid heals out.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Surrender your will to me.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Run out. Shockwave.
Clear the cage, nobody else.
Shit, sorry, Mark. I clicked the button.
Interrupt 1.
Let me know when I'm clear to go down. I'm on.
I'm out.
I'm at 100.
Go.
Sin's going down.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Run out.
Let's wipe it up. All right, we're getting a little bit better, but I think we're getting just unnecessary deaths, so people are not getting healed up or something.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 3. 4, 3. Interrupt 2. 1. Run out.
This is just like Cho'Gall, isn't it? Like it's the same. Like this is the second boss, and it's got the same mechanics as an end boss.
Partly the Shah, that's in Terrace, and some Terran Zoo, and some third boss of Moshan Vault.
A little bit of Kilrog in there.
Yeah, I think you just need some cutter beams. That's all it's missing.
Some kitchen sink.
I feel like this boss is where a lot of people had a lot of really good ideas for other boss fights, and then they didn't want to waste them, so they just put them all into this.
And Padman, are you at full 0, or you're like just a little bit?
The first time I was at complete 0, and the second time I was almost at 0. I'm on left, and I was trying to come back, and I couldn't. Like my button was just not there. It's not available.
That's weird because you weren't green. I don't know why we turned green.
I don't know. It's happened twice in a row.
Where your button doesn't appear?
Correct. The return button, like it's not there.
Yeah.
Are you picking up the orbs? Is your bar clear?
Yeah, I go down and I'm like almost at 100% or 100%. I pick up the orbs, I go way down, and I can't come back.
You may have an add-on hiding it. Well, you may have an add-on that's hiding the button, because once I hit 0, it takes like a second or two for the button to show up. But I have a macro that clicks my extraction button, and once I'm at 0, I'm just spamming that button. I go up even before it shows up sometimes. So you may want to make a macro for it.
Can you give me a second to do that?
Yeah, I'll get you the macro text.
Also, Hamon, what's hitting you so hard at the very start?
Just him, I think.
Yeah, because every now and then it happens, then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, two ones ago, you went probably 30 seconds without taking any damage, and then occasionally you'll take half, and sometimes you'll take 75%.
Just being a Death Knight and not having a... my shields don't do anything, so I don't know exactly what's doing it. It does seem very random, though.
Hey, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, so what you may want to do in DBM or bigwigs, calcified quills, you may want to put an extra emphasis on it so that when you're hearing it coming up or being cast, you can see where Atragan is facing, and then don't be near him. Or don't be in that direction. All right, Pat, I'm on this when you're ready.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. AOE interrupt 2.
Darkness, surrender your will to me.
Interrupt 3.
Off Belak.
Interrupt 1. 4.
Off Patch again.
Hamon's going down.
Interrupt 3. Shockwave. Interrupt 1.
That Falcort's at 100.
Interrupt 2.
Techie, can you leave?
I left.
Falcor, go.
Off Belak.
Shockwave. AOE incoming. Interrupt 3. 4, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Delicate to survive.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Shockwave.
Okay, those at 100 get down, get your orbs.
AOE incoming.
And no more.
Interrupt
Get your orbs,
2.
get out.
Run out.
Coming up.
All right, wipe it up. People are just falling over. What's going on? Like, everyone look at your death log, your recap and stuff, and let's try to figure this out, because we're getting to 50%, and people just start falling over. And it's not like all at once either. It's like one here, then one there, then one here.
Interrupt 1.
It looks like from my death, someone else got dispelled in the middle of the room, and I got hit and died from that.
I did see some people run to the edge when Bone Storm was starting. Bone Saw.
Does Bonesaw hit the entire room?
Yeah, for a smaller damage AoE, and I imagine it hits harder if you're standing next to him.
Yeah.
Bonesaw is him doing his swirly, spinny Bone Storm attack, right?
Yes, Bone Saw is the spin.
Yeah. I think both Bone Saw and Fell Squall do raid-wide AoE that will kill you harder if you're closer.
So I got totally effed in the A the last time because Haman, when I came out, or when I taunted, I ran and I got stuck in a corner of those purple puddles, and there was nowhere for me to go. I had to run through a purple puddle, and I got a ton of stacks.
Do we need to be more proactive with some of our cooldowns?
Well, is it possible to drop more of the purple puddles on the other side of the room? Like on
Well,
the
the thing
right
is,
side and not the left?
nobody should be standing near X when they're up top. Just don't ever stand near X.
Well, like the purple puddles are always making a wall from X over to the wall over here every time, so
And the tanks
we're going
generally
counterclockwise.
We generally have Bonesaw going back and forth along the left wall. So if Puddles and everybody else is just moving to the right wall, they'll also be away from Bone Storm when that happens. Bonesaw.
This is what we get for one-shotting the first boss.
And along with that, is there actually a way that you can have it basically stop kiting to about right here, then actually possibly head on back?
No.
If you can keep me up when I run through him, then yes. Otherwise, no.
He's huge. Like, he's got a huge circle around him. It's just, he moves in a plodding pace where he takes up like a quarter or maybe like a fifth of the whole circle when he's spinning.
Yeah, I don't have the speed to get around him before he starts to come to the center.
So I think what we need to do is, I see people going over to the left here at the start of the fight, and I think what happens is they start kind of going counterclockwise as well, being near X. We can't have that. Let's just start in the fight towards the right here. I mean, you could be on top of Balak if you want. Like, he doesn't do any melee attacks. He just does that.
Range up, you can drop the Void Zone on him, and that would be bad. Because then melee can't attack him.
Oh, I know, but just we don't want to be near X ever.
How much can you?
Nope, somebody else full.
Interrupt one.
Running out.
I wonder who pulled that.
Not sure how I pulled it. That was weird.
Interrupt three.
Sigh.
Interrupt one.
I didn't cast anything. It must have just been a body pull.
Interrupt two.
Yeah, I saw a wolf get pretty close.
He ran over and smacked you with his axe.
Good master race.
Yeah, he did.
How did Joe pre-pot on a body pull?
The food's still up, by the way, so go ahead and eat it.
I think there's a limited amount of charges on that food, though.
That's what I burn rush over there to get it.
That food's gone.
Who dares summon me who cannot command?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Shockwave. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt.
I mean, is there any reason we can't have them tank together at the start like this and then pull away right before they do the storm?
No.
We can get them closer.
I guess this is 30 seconds of cleave, which would be really nice.
Mon's going down.
Interrupt 1. Shockwave. Interrupt 2. 1.
Thank you. There's no purple over here. It's beautiful.
Interrupt 3. AOE incoming. Interrupt 1.
Surrender your will to me.
Guys, sorry if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Nobody else below.
Interrupt 3. Run out.
Alright, Valkyrie, I got it.
Going below. If you gotta go, Go down.
Shockwave. Interrupt 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 2. Run out. Interrupt 3.
Alright, we're gonna wipe it up. Let's go and wipe it. Yeah, it looks like he does his bone storm like every minute 15, and there's no other reason to not have them on top of each other. Because I know you have to face him away, because he does that scythe cleave thing. But we're missing out on a whole bunch of extra damage for cleave.
Interrupt 3. AOE incoming.
I gotta start heading to work,
Interrupt
guys.
1.
Have a good night, Magiskull.
Do people take, other than the tanks, do people take added damage when they're at 100?
Everyone does. It's
Everybody
90.
takes 100,
Yeah.
or 90%.
Yeah, we all get the same debuff.
Yeah, you just become a useless piece of crap when you get max X.
I mean, being useless is not my worry. My worry is people falling over because they've got 100 when tanks are swapping.
They'll probably die to an AoE if they've got 100 during a swap.
As soon as you click your button to go down, that debuff goes away. You still have 100 anguish, but your
And I know it's not ideal, but I remember reading. I don't think that thing down there is like an automatic kill on DPS. I hit hard.
It'll
on
two-shot
DPS.
most DPS. It won't one-shot you, but it'll kill you pretty quick.
I was tanking it for a little while down there just to test it out.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
it
but you're
much.
warlocks.
Yeah, when I was reading the strats before, there wasn't the presumption that there was always a tank down there. Like there was a presumption that DPS would like face tank that thing, get what they need, and get out.
Yeah.
I mean, I was tanking it for a little bit, and it was kind of pounded on me.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you have a tank down there. Yeah, I don't think
The
it's.
tanks have to go down so much more often than we do. There should be a tank down there. That's. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
that's- I mean,
just when we
there's always a
swap,
tank down,
because
yeah.
my concern is that, like, when I see Valkyrie pop up on that list, I start to watch for when we can swap, and when he gets to 60, I call for people to not go down because I want the place to clear so I can get out. Now, if we're just going to let people face tank for a little bit, then we can swap a lot more quickly.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
And if you get aggro, blow defensive. Because it shouldn't be more than a couple seconds between the swap and whatnot, right?
Yeah, the shitty thing is once you zone in, you like fall to the bottom, and it's not super quick.
We just don't want Bonesaw guy to be untanked up top for very long. So we can't hit our buttons at the same time. One comes up, one goes down.
His
Yeah, and
melee
I,
probably is
what I,
physical,
what,
yes.
yeah, what I'm going to do too is I just put an emphasis on bone saw. So as a countdown, that's when you can start splitting them. But yeah, having the bosses stacked on top of each other is going to really help for cleave.
But melee, don't get in front of Atrigan for his scythe.
It may also help for aiming the quills.
Yeah.
You cannot command me.
Or Pyrolos when you're ready. All right, we're good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1.
No, they got to be closer together, almost on top of each other.
I died.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Okay.
It's about as close as I want to do it.
That's good.
Interrupt 1.
I'll go down first, Hamon.
You can go.
Falcourt's going below. You're high, hop down. That means you, Fibby.
I was gonna say that.
Hi.
Yeah, don't be standing on X, guys. There's a green, purple puddle right there.
Interrupt 1.
Okay, everybody get out. I am coming up in 3, 2, 1. Taunted, go down, Hamon.
Hamon is below.
I'm gonna pull them closer together. And I'm gonna die.
Alright, let's wrap it up.
What killed you, man? Was that one of
Not
those
sure.
things where you get super damage at the beginning and...
Yeah, he took
Just
2
more
melee
than
swings.
Run out. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. AOE incoming.
Too much to endure.
So is there any way for me to avoid the orbs? Like, that's what I seem to not be able to survive.
When you get targeted with what's it called? Suffocating dark, you're gonna get that's what gets the purple void zone on you. You have no way to avoid it. As soon as you get it, you gotta run out.
Okay.
Use
yeah,
a-
that's the thing that I'm like just not able to survive at all. By the time that I'm running out of it, I'm dead.
Yeah, pop a defensive. As soon as you're in one, just pop whatever defensive you have.
Well, also,
Or
you
if
shield
you
the
have-
Ghost Wolf out.
Or any other kind of movement. Don't you have the winds or something?
That's elemental.
Oh, there's
I
a
do have a Windrush totem, yeah.
you might be able to just instead of that one, the one that lets you run towards the boss, charge the boss, or
Feral lunge,
just
isn't it?
astral shift.
Enhance it.
Astral shift should give you enough. I mean, that's a
Oh.
40% reduction. That'll give you plenty of time to get
I
out.
was going to say gust of winds, which is hurls you forward.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like able to be avoided or not. I can just use the Astral Shift.
Yeah, as soon as you get that, you use astral shift to get out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can avoid being in it if you're targeted. You just gotta book it when you do.
Yeah, you can avoid other people. That's why range ETA spread out and say about 8 yards away. So when somebody else gets targeted, you don't have to move.
Alright, we're good. Let's go to war.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 1. Shock. AOE incoming. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. AOE interrupt 1. Run out.
Mon's going below.
Interrupt 2.
Bone saw.
4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt 3.
Oh, thank you for the feathers. Priest.
Interrupt 1.
If this good.
Interrupt 2.
Surrender your will.
AOE incoming. Interrupt 3.
Where's Adam?
Run out.
You did this spell? There we go.
Shockwave. AOE incoming. Interrupt 1.
Bone saw on 5.
4, 3, 2. Interrupt 2. AOE incoming. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Keep moving. AOE incoming.
Okay, Mon's going up.
Downcourt's going below.
Alright, you can stack them up.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. 4.
Wipe it up.
The melee that killed me was 4 million damage. The melee that killed Haman was 5 million damage. That's like a huge percentage of our health. Like,
I mean, are we missing something there then? Like, is that happening because like one person's not in range or something?
At most, I turned my back when I was moving them, and I can make sure I don't.
That's not.
And I can
it's
have
gotta be
more
something
cooldowns
more than
rolling,
that.
but
Like, you know, those type of those effects where if 5 people are not in a range, one person takes like a crap load of damage, that kind of thing.
Not that I remember reading about. No.
Was it a scythe sweep that hit you that hard?
Nope,
No,
regular
it's
melee.
They don't put a buff on each other, right? If they're close?
Nope.
I
Not
don't
that I know
think
of.
so. If it's anything, it's our torment stacks are high, and maybe this torment makes damage increased when it hits us.
Nope.
Maybe.
Only at 100%. And your screen should change colors and hit 100%.
No, we
You should
weren't
not.
anywhere near that. Yeah, so he hit me for 4.5 million and hit him on for 5 million when it killed him, like when we both died. So I don't know why.
I'm going to change a thing. Maybe it'll help.
That's what, Atrigan, right? Is the
Take
dude
a rest, please.
that's punching you guys?
Yeah, Atragon.
Yeah, I don't. S-
It says Haman was killed by Atragon's melee, 5 million damage, 621,000 overkill. So he hit him for 5,600,000 damage from one melee attack.
2 seconds after I got hit for 4 million.
Yeah, something's going wrong there. I'm looking up what happened to me. It was similar for me though.
Let's go to Res and Norgalis. Norgalis, you're actually going to release. You're too close to the boss. We'll pull. Oh, it's break time anyway.
Yeah, break time's good because I can go Google this shit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in like the Wowhead guide that would
Yeah.
make them do like 4 million melee swings.
I'm looking at Icy Veins. I don't see anything like tanking. If I'm just following the tanking guide on Icy Veins, we're doing everything right. So I don't know what is
okay.
making his melee hit for 5 million damage.
I have changed a few things gearing and spec wise. Hopefully it'll be easier this time.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing basically what Wowhead suggests, keeping them stacked for cleave, only moving for bone saws or fell squall, interrupt rotation on pang, keep it moving out for wrecking angle.
The interrupts have been really good, it seems. I don't remember seeing them go off at all.
The last couple of runs, when I look through my combat log, I normally see bone saws and fell squalls hitting for about 300k a tick. Last time they were ticking for 700k. Did anybody else see an enhanced version of that?
That's probably if you're sitting next to them.
I think I came back and landed right in one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it works. Like everyone gets hit by the ability in the raid, but if you're next to them, you take like double damage or something.
Okay.
So it's showing me that if you're standing next to them, that you take a shit ton of damage, like close to 4 million a tick or something. But if you're
Fell Squall is 2.3 million if you're up next to him, and almost 500,000 every 2 seconds away from him. And I bet Bonesaw is the same numbers. Bonesaw is exactly the same numbers.
Is that on heroic?
That's heroic, yeah. 2.3 million if you're in range of it, and everyone else is getting hit for almost 500k every 2 seconds, so 250k per second.
Maybe those people had Max Torment or something.
Bonesaw is big. I mean, I've gotten close, and I've had GTFO ticket me for doing it. It didn't look like I was close, so I think Bonesaw is big.
Yeah, Bonesaw will hit you all the way across the room.
No. I mean the close-up Bonesaw, the extra one. So there's each of those Bonesaw and Fell Squall each do two things. They'll do raid-wide damage to everybody at relatively low, or 250k per second. But if you're up close, it's